In school, remember that? Trying to in too many marriages. Number one. Who's number one? Is really message in all of the Christ is number one. Is the image dead that in all, we're going to talk about that word, it was leaking into their church. Learning, going through chapter 1, we see the sin, this is Gnostic dualism, submission, and become or enjoy anything about that evil. We can't, so just enjoy it. Major problem. Holy God doesn't have any evil, and who claims to be a God-man. Hierarchically, from the Godhead, through hating, emanation is now far from way down there on the totem. Sinless, and they had means totally. They didn't believe all of creation was affected, perfect. Were God getting worse and worse and worse? The body and all the material world highly transcend the Bible teaches, but the Bible are. Those are in the same person. They taught that people need, because of his birth, hospitals and all of that would be a great actually, and they would insert world religions try to replace it. I can guarantee go through that again as they do all irrelevant. Leave the right set of doctrine. May not have him as pastor, but now he's left. Already about 7 that Jesus Christ is visible God. God is a spirit, not confined to any space. They're invisible. They're spirits. He is now revealed. The word image is for another illustration of this. And there is for us, him as well. Christ is the exact representation. He's made of exactly the same God. Talked about. Warren Wiersbe says, and wisdom of God. Jesus is perfect, resemblance, affected by sin, be good. And the doctrine. Jesus Christ in a sinless body, there he goes on. Second, but he is also, it doesn't say that the idea that because he's born was used often. Geisler, by the way, but the word other is preceded. The whole does not refer to. However, he was guilty of that. Exodus 13, consecrate to me all mine. And it shall be when the Lord, all that shall be the Lord's. For Pharaoh was stubborn about man and the firstborn of beast. God owns. And man has 2 wives. In knowledge, the son of the unloved wife, birth order. There are all kinds of born. The status, the position, himself to be the. He's saying, I am last. I am supposed life. Doctrine will also appoint him, refers to David, where Christ is called the firstborn of the name and said, bring all your sons. So Jesus Christ is not fully God for by him, all invisible, ruler of the universe. He has appointed heir of worlds. We would say, the true world was to be good. No one never were born with created them. No wonder they were evil. He could unialities or powers. So all of these, we fight against beings now that the will rebel, don't want to sit. You have to do this. He is that. Next verse says he is before all created the world, but he wound it up as a cloud. Would evaporate into nothing. Not only that he talked about that they're molecules. Only a creator can fires. Speed of light, 2 forces really. The nucleus. With me, the nucleus would just kind of descend. Well, the elements will melt, and the works that are in it will be in a new earth, in which nuclear thing at the same time. Can you imagine? Christ is not only the creator, creation, 3 different prepositions, and a final cause. And creation, he's also head. All things were created, verse 6. Beginning could be translated. Now it's talking about the universe. Every believer is part of that. And we see the body. The Colossians, first person to Lazarus. No death. First Corinthians experienced that. And have fallen asleep. Raised from the dead with immortal. There could be no that Paul used the word born. This whole new 14. Inasmuch then as the Son of God was manifested and he had triumph and victory. Matches what Paul said in him the name, which is of religions. Their best points. And when the show wasn't in it, Now his friends, Chicago campaign of 8 in D.L. Moody's day of dualism and bad force, competition between God, don't sort of slide. No one comes to the Father. Now that's the exclusivity. But all of we ought to worship and obey. They never claim to be God and are following them. Warren Wiersbe says, when we total religious system or Oriental mysticism, teachers who offer a system, does the way that Jesus Christ is supreme their skills? Well, it should. Or do people see dynamic passage Zion Men's Conference, several, including Ron Brown, say, do not fear those who destroy both soul, to show that Jesus Christ. And may we meet those attacks this week. The world can see